Hey, what is up guys and welcome back to the FS's Football channel, and today we are finally back with Premier League football, and this is our first match preview for Manchester United this season. And of course it's a huge game. It's Manchester United versus Leeds at Ellen Road. Now before we get into the video, if you are excited and looking forward to this Premier League season, please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. And here, obviously, we'll be doing watch-alongs and we'll be keeping you up to date with all things Manchester United come the start of the season and throughout the season. So, without further ado, let's get into this preview. Now, Manchester United come into this season after what was an okay pre-season. I think our last game against Everton, obviously, we won the game quite convincingly in the end. It was quite telling. I think, shockingly, we were so Manchester United in that game. It was unbelievable. First half, we blew them away. We've absolutely fantastic. You couldn't ask for much better. Second half, we took a few players off, particularly Matic and Van der Beek in midfield. And like that, we went to rubbish. We were crap in the second half, and which is concerning because if we see a performance like we saw in the first half, we'll win this game easily. If we see a performance like we saw in the second half, we could struggle in this one. So it'll be interesting to see how we do actually get on in this game. Obviously, last season, we played Leeds twice. First game at Old Trafford, we beat them 6-2. We absolutely smashed them. Scott McTominay had the best game of his career, still in a way living off that game. And in the second game, we drew 0-0. So it was a mix of results. And again, I think it shows how bipolar this team is, really. On our day, we're brilliant, but we can be dreadful as well. It really, really, really is weird how inconsistent we can be. And like I was saying about the Everton game, if we come in playing like we did when we beat them 6-2, we'll win this game easy. If we come in playing like we did in that 0-0, we could quite easily lose it. Now let's quickly touch on Leeds before we go more into depth about Manchester United. We know Leeds are a quality team. They press well, they're really well organised on the ball, and when they had the ball, boy, do they know how to use it. This Marcelo Bielsa team is well built, well structured, well organised. They're a well-oiled machine. And what you can always say about Marcelo Bielsa's teams is they are more than the sum of their parts, which I don't really think you could probably say about Manchester United. I think we are as good as we are because we've got elite players, where Leeds, they play at the level because of just brilliant coaching and tactical awareness by Marcelo Bielsa, and he can get the best out of lesser quality players. And that's not taking anything away from these Leeds players because they are fantastic, but they're not as good as Manchester United, for example. But I think they will still hold their own in a game against Manchester United. If we're looking to pinpoint certain players, Patrick Bamford was their top goal scorer last season with 17 Premier League goals. However, it's the two wingers, Jack Harrison and Rafinha, for me, that are the real dangers. However, Luke Shaw, Wan-Bissaka on the two flanks, I think they'll easily sort them out. Both of them fantastic defensively. Wan-Bissaka looked very good going forward in spells during pre-season. We know how good Luke Shaw has become going forward. So I have no worries about Rafinha and Jack Harrison. And if I was them, I would be more worried about Wan-Bissaka and Shaw going forward than I am that they will harm Manchester United up against Shaw and Wan-Bissaka, if that makes sense. Anyway, with that being said, let's go on to Manchester United team news. And we're missing one key player. That's Marcus Rashford. Of course, he is recovering from a shoulder injury / surgery. And with Raphael Varane, we don't really know where we stand. In one situation, look, as of recording this, he hasn't signed yet officially, but it's pretty much done, and we expect it to be announced today. So could he be there? Yes. In what capacity would he be able to play? We're not sure. He might be able to start, might be able to only play as a sub. We'll have to find out, won't we? And with that all being said, this is the team I believe Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will go with today, or Saturday, I should say. So in goal, I think he'll go De Gea, a back four of Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw. The same back four / back five we've seen for majority of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's time here at the club. I think we'll see a midfield of Pogba and Matic, with Bruno Fernandes at 10. I think we'll see Dan James off the left, Marcus Rashford off the right, and Anthony Martial up top. I don't think he'll rush Sancho into the game. Like I said, I don't think Varane will be able to play. And I'm not a big fan of that team. And obviously, this is the team I would play. It's the same back four. Obviously, if Varane is able to play, he plays, but I don't think he will be. I've gone for Donny van der Beek and Nemanja Matic in pre-season. Them two have been exceptional. And it's when they came off against Everton in that pre-season friendly is when we massively stepped down. I think at the end of last season, they were playing great as well together. I don't see why you don't start them. They've been fantastic. Van der Beek has clearly bulked up in training and during out of season. Let him play. I would then have Paul Pogba off the left-hand side. He was fantastic there at the end of last season. Put him there. We haven't got a Marcus Rashford, so let him play there. I've then got for Sancho on the right. Bring Sancho straight in. Let's see what he's all about. If he's not fit, obviously you then start Mason Greenwood out there, but I would go for Jadon Sancho. He's been in training. And look, he's going to be fit. He's been playing for England. He's been training. He has to be fit. I would play Jadon Sancho. Then at number 10, Bruno Fernandes. Portuguese Magnifico. You're never going to drop Bruno Fernandes, are you? He's played well against Everton in our last pre-season. He's our star player, isn't he? He's not going to get dropped. He starts for me. And I've got Anthony Martial up top. I think with that team around him, he will get chances. Well, he should at least get chances, and I think he will start scoring some goals. We know how good he is in front of goal. Last year, he had an off year. There's no two ways about that. This year, it's a crunch year for him. A lot of fans have turned on him. A goal on the first day of the season will do him the world of good. And I think with that team around him, he's more than capable of doing that. So that is the team I would start. So just go with that again. It's De Gea in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof because Varane's not fit, Maguire, Luke Shaw, Van der Beek, Matic, Bruno, Pogba, Sancho and Martial. Now, just to talk about the game. Look, this is the first game of a potentially, what is a massive make or break season for Manchester United. That's in terms of players. Players like Anthony Martial might be on their last chance for some fans. McTominay, Fred, last chance to really prove themselves to be Manchester United ability. For the coaching staff as well. If this season doesn't go to plan, a lot of people will start losing faith in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and the rest of the coaching staff. So it's a make and break season. We've got a very, very talented group of players now. We should be expecting to win majority of our games. Be consistent. Play good football. And while we might not win the league, because you look at other teams, they are so strong, we want to be competing. We want to be there or thereabouts. And I think, like I said, that squad is more than capable of doing so. We came second last year. We've massively improved in key areas. Sancho as a right winger, Varane as a centre half. Yes, we do still need a number 6, but that shouldn't stop us from at least competing this year. I think a top CDM would take us to very close to a Premier League title, if not the Premier League title. But the team and the squad we've got now should at least be competing for a Premier League title. Look, this Leeds side are no slouches. Like I was saying earlier, they are well drilled, they're well organised, they're more than some of their parts. They are fantastic. However, I do think they're beatable. We've got a better squad than them. We beat them last season 6-2. Last time out, 0-0. Weren't great. But look, we are Manchester United. We should be expecting to win every single game. I think that team is more than capable of doing that. Whether it's my team or Ollie's team, we should be beating Leeds. And I think we will. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Manchester United win on our return to Premier League football. Anyway, if you have enjoyed, please do hit that like button below. Subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. Please make sure you do check in for the watch along. That will start at 12 and kickoff is at 12:30 on Saturday. So be there or be square. Anyway, like I said, if you have enjoyed, please do hit the like button below. Subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. Make sure you go into the description below. The link to the watch along will be down there, as is the case with all my Twitter, Instagram, and personal YouTube channel. And down there you can join my Fantasy Premier League league, I guess. Like I said, all links like that down in the description down below. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Let me know who you think will win this game. Will it be Manchester United or will it be Leeds? And what do you think the score will be? Anyway, like I said, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. In a bit. Peace.